every platform on the globe. So we will have a little of delay versus to like right now, everybody guys who right now on the Zoom accidentally, you guys will be, give me a second. It went to the live stream right away. Okay, so Jamie, what's up?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. We're going like global tonight, so we're on like multiple platforms. So guys, just we're just getting things squared away to kick off here. I want to make sure everyone's in the right spot.
Yeah, guys. So this is how it works. You know, like right now, like you're on the different platforms. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform you're watching us from. You guys can able to comment, submit questions over there, because we guys can see everything. There's like new technologies that looks that call Restream. So this technology helps us to be everywhere on every platform. And yeah, I see Nikolai already waving from YouTube. Guys, please just like comment where you guys from. If you can guys hear us okay, because on the beginning was having some difficulties with the mics. And I see there's a people coming to our Zoom link, you know, like, but unfortunately we cannot let people to the Zoom, because otherwise we would crash right now and everything will be shut down. So okay, anyway, you know, I can still continue adding people until we crash. So
why don't we do this? Why don't we add people? Why don't we in the chat in Zoom put the link to the Facebook live, and then people just click over there, and we'll take them out of here in a minute.
Yeah. So I can add right now a link to YouTube. Yeah, so this would be able to you see right now, like we have a special link that are that are given full control of people to come here, and it's a different link from webinars, you know. So anyway, it's a bit of technological confusion, but let's just keep rolling. Right now I'm gonna copy the link for YouTube, guys. So my question for you, if you are here and you're able to go back to the, let's say, watching from YouTube and comment from there, it will be much easier for you, because if we'll overload the chat, then entire system will crash, you know. So let me just give you
yeah, and I put the link to Facebook in the chat, so either one, Facebook or YouTube, right?
Yeah. Oh, YouTube, put the YouTube as well.
I can do that. I got it right here. 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm on it. But so everyone, we're talking right now to everyone here who's on Zoom, just because I thought we were going like webinar style. So we had shared some of that out to give everyone as many options, but you're better off. Everyone can check it out via Facebook or YouTube, right? Dima, we're live both.
Yeah, we're live actually everywhere, you know, like, and we're streaming on different Facebook groups as well. It's right now, it's live, so I can see like people keep commenting on. Let's say right now I see from YouTube, Chuck Delp, he's from USA. I see Sue Adams, Andrick also commenting. He's from South Carolina, Conway. I see Don Guski from YouTube, you know, Hunter. Oh, it's a Hunter Schultz. Okay. So okay, guys, we're glad to see everybody. So today we're gonna discuss with Jamie some cool tactics and ideas, because we have our upcoming event in Orlando, Florida in June 11 and 12, and Jamie is gonna join us as a speaker. He's gonna drop some amazing information over there. Tonight we're gonna discuss a bit and give you a bit of teasers about what we're gonna do and how it's gonna improve your Amazon business. So Jamie, tell about yourself a bit, you know, because like there's lots of people watching us. I know like your guys, they know you pretty well, you know, but people streaming on YouTube and Facebook, some people, they just like to know like, who is this beautiful guy on the camera?
Yeah. So it's good. Yeah, absolutely. I'll give just a real brief intro. And I know some of you guys here on Zoom, like Molly, I can see you're on camera. Good to see you. Benton, Stacy. Again, we put in the link in the chat box for those that are on Zoom here. You can just click over to YouTube or to Facebook to go watch there, because otherwise he may have to like clean up the list here. But that was, I see some of you guys jumping out. So otherwise, and I'm actually going to just the view wise. I'm not sure what the is, but there we go. So, but yeah, just by way of introduction, for those that don't know me, I know a lot of our community is here. Jamie Davidson, co-founder of AMZ Insiders. Nope. And you may need to.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you mute him out. Co-founder of AMZ Insiders. We do over 9 figures a year on Amazon. We've got Dima's been up here. We have about 35 team members here in Atlanta, down the road here. And we have a couple hundred plus people in Shenzhen, China for our team there. So we've been selling since about 2011, kind of around that time frame. Myself, my partner, Jason. And, things change every year. So we're always solving new problems and keeping up with times. And the last thing I'll say in the intro is, 2021, we're more excited about what's going on now than really ever, because we think there's more happening in the online space than there ever has.
Awesome, Jamie. And guys, tonight we're gonna spend like short but very productive 30 minutes with a little bit of introduction. So the thing that we're gonna explain tonight, it's a couple ideas, guys, that you can take and improve in your business and just level up your Amazon. I'm personally selling on Amazon for 8 years, and I can tell you I've been through so many up and downs. I've seen so many things that Amazon was changing throughout the previous years, and I can tell you this year's 2020 and 2021 is one of the best years, because this year's you guys have so much access to the knowledge, tools, ideas, strategies. You can learn this business in no time. You can just take the information and implement on a daily basis. While 8 years ago, I remember I was paying $15,000 for a seminar. And when I came to the seminar, the best topic was how to ship products from China to USA directly. And that was the secret idea that nobody was talking about before. And imagine right nowadays, like almost every Chinese factory know how to ship products to FBA, and it's so simple. Nobody even bother themselves to even set up webinars to explain how to ship the products like that right now. Yeah, there's always some confusions, but I can tell, for example, there was another cool topic, at that seminar, how to set up automatic campaigns on Amazon. Nobody was running PPC back in the days, in 8 years ago. It was not such a thing. Nowadays, PPC is you can get so many courses and so many trainings about PPC. You can just spin your head around and blow your mind about this. Okay, Jamie. So a couple more questions for you. What do you mostly focusing right now on USA markets, or you expanding to other marketplaces?
Yeah, good question. I mean, we started focusing on other marketplaces about 2018. We probably got really more serious about it. We were in other marketplaces in the past, but we didn't really optimize them. We were there, but about the last, I guess, about 2-3 years, we've more serious about it. We were in other marketplaces in the past, but we didn't really optimize them. We were there, but I think, hey, Molly, if you can go to the link in the chat there, because I think we were in other marketplaces in the past. We're getting the feedback, I think, from Molly there. I think, hey, Molly, if you can go to the link in the chat there, because I think we were in.
Yep, we're good.
All right. So otherwise, you could just probably kick some of the people out. They've got the link where they go to. But yeah, no. So we've still heavily focused in the U.S. market, but we just got a lot more efficient. Like right now in Dima, as you know very well, it's just like in the North American market, the ability to sell things into Canada, even Mexico is a smaller market, but we've had a lot of success with Canada the last a lot more success than we had in the past, and then certainly like Europe, we've been a lot stronger in the last couple of years. We also sell in Japan and some of the other new emerging markets as well too. But still, the U.S. is the market we try to optimize in mostly. Yeah.
Yeah, for us, Canada was a really big win. I remember I was trying to go to Canada a few times myself, because I always trying to expand my business more and more. And then you're always busy. The moment you get into the Amazon business, you will find out, guys, that the checklist of things that you have to do on a daily basis seems endless. And delegation is one of the biggest part of becoming a real entrepreneur, because without proper team, guys, you cannot scale, you cannot enjoy the money and enjoy the process that you build in. So first year when I start to do e-commerce business, I hire almost 40 people. If to be exact, it was 36 people. But since then, you know, I start to because my employees, there was mostly people from Eastern Europe, where they getting a low paychecks. Like on average, people, let's say in Ukraine and Russia, they makes between $200 to $400 monthly salary, which is mean it's much easier to delegate some tasks like customer support and some like listing improvements to them. So with all being said, you know, like I hired the person to help me with the Canadian market, and I pay her like $500 a month, and she helps me to move my products to Canada without me being worried about this. So I was spending only like 1 hour per week with her, and just she was like continuously working on the process. And now Canada doing for us about $1.52 million per year, which means it's not such a big number, but it's still a solid number when you're thinking about business size and ROIs and profits.
Yeah. How about anyone I think Canada is such low hanging fruit. Like we met with Amazon a couple of years ago and up in Seattle, and they showed us some of our competitors' numbers in Canada versus us. And just kind of like behind the scenes. And they said, hey, these guys actually have we were way bigger in the US, but they had much better penetration in Canada. It was their way of saying like, hey, you guys are missing opportunity here. Because we were like 10% of our sales of the US in Canada at the time. And then like our competitor was at like 30% of their sales, which, you know, it's a whole country. So if you have, you know, your one brand, that's a pretty big deal if you can do, you know, carve out a little niche there. But for yourself, Dima, your product there, is it all warehoused in Canada, or do you selling products out of US inventory into Canada?
That's amazing question. You know, like we actually have products that we ship directly from China. And about 6 months ago, we signed a contract because we sell some of the products that we was manufacturing in USA. And now we signed a contract with Canadian market. So we moved our productions to Canadian side, and it becomes much easier. We were saving right now about $2.5 on each unit because we were spending a lot of money on the shipments. For some reason, Canadian prices was a bit higher for production, but it was justified by the amount of money we were spending on the air shipments. It was a lot of logistical problems before we get to the process of sending directly from China, because when you do the test run, you're trying to just diversify your USA inventory, and shipping from USA to Canada, guys, it's very expensive. I was using company, I think it's called First Choice. It was like actually a normal deal, but then we start to use FedEx and DHL for the faster shipments. And then eventually we moved, the moment we see the numbers are growing, we moved directly from China to Canada. And as I mentioned, about like 6 months ago, we moved to Canadian production as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's so it's an interesting time, just because you can, you know, if you're smart with it. And I know people that we work with, some people only focus on or primarily focus on Canada, and then they're trying to come in the US, or primarily focus on, you know, so obviously some people in Europe focus on the UK and everything. So you don't have to be great at everything. I mean, one thing I would say to that is don't try to be good at all these platforms initially. Try to stay focused on, you know, a limited number of products in a limited market, but just be aware of the opportunities to start working that way.
Yeah, I would say Canada and USA, it's complete win. You know, it's complete winner for sure. It's very similar markets, and you're absolutely right. I believe if you're let's say conversion on the USA market in general, I'm not talking let's say about some like clothing categories, you know, but in general, like majority of the categories, if your listings guys convert lower than 35%, there's a lot of room to grow. Like sometimes I ask people on my meetups or events, hey, what's your conversion rate? And they say like 20%, 17%. Look, Amazon, it's a buying platform. It's not a Google, you know, like when people come and they research and they need to read like a couple articles before they make a decision, or need to watch some videos or a couple videos on YouTube. Amazon, it's a place where people come in with open mind, you know, and wallet. To Amazon made everything to improve your customer experience. So generally speaking, if your listing converts lower than 35%, I would definitely dig into the conversion improvement processes. And one of them, it's improving one of your main image. So we working a lot with a website. It's called PickFu. So the PickFu helps us a lot to do a split test. We're not stopping optimizing our listing until we get 37% of the conversion. And if you go on the PickFu website, it's like a split test website where people, you can, when you set up the campaign, you can set up different images, and you get about 200 entries. So people are gonna click which image they like more and what they like about. The good part about PickFu, it's not only about like likes and or something else. It's about people who will describe why they like your images. I can type this right now in the stream, and it will be
I typed it in the chat box. At least
yeah.
I typed in, or you're gonna, I typed it in Zoom, but for everyone else.
Yeah. So I just typed this PickFu. Yeah. So you pay for the campaign, and then you compare, and people also mention what exactly made them click on this image. So they can say, hey, I like because it's like a more clear writing, or because it has like some additional features presented on the image, or it's like smaller or bigger, or wherever it connects to the image, people gonna describe, and based on that you can improve. And another a very, very important part, when you go to Amazon brand analytics, you can see if you will type your ASIN or main keywords that the most relevant to your product, you're gonna see the list of the ASINs that Amazon gonna show you that has the most amount of clicks on this ASIN in the relevant keyword and the most amount of conversion. So check these guys. Why these guys are converting? It's a price in images, reviews, maybe it's a copy, and this will help you guys to perform better on the conversion side, because the moment you're gonna improve your conversion, then this is the time to improve your PPC. Because if your conversion is lower than 20%, then spending money on PPC may become a waste, or at least you will underperform versus your competition. Is there, Jamie, is there anything, do you guys use PickFu or you use something else to split test images?
Yeah, no, we have used PickFu before. It's definitely, it's great. Like I said, because it's, as you described, it's kind of independent data. And I think a lot of times when, a lot of sellers, and we can be guilty of this too, you can take for granted, like, oh, I think my picture is really good. Sometimes you don't realize about just even small improvements, what a massive difference, that makes. It's the same thing in like digital marketing, like every aspect of the funnel, like every aspect that you move, you improve by a few percentages, right? So every time you get your listing, the organic rank up just, a couple spots, and the conversion rate improves just a little bit, like it all magnifies a lot. So yeah, no, I think PickFu is a great technique for that. I think kind of along with that, which is just like video stuff too. I mean, you can go pretty nice in building your videos and spending time. Sometimes it seems expensive to people up front, right? Because you may spend, $500 or a couple $1,000s on a really nice product video, but just right along with that, when you're in the brand registry, the ability to drive your conversion with really high quality photos that are tested, and plus video content is a strong combination.
Yeah, I would say like you can save on many things, on operations in your business and other stuff, but never save money on visual content. Make sure the images is like outstanding. Compare them, like go to your friends, ask if they like the image. Show them that when you scroll the Amazon, and ask them which product they stop, which product is attract their vision. And if it's not your product, you have ability to improve, because they're already showing you exactly what they like, and they're showing you exactly what they're clicking on. And that's exactly how we were starting the Amazon many years ago. Like we will continue learning how to improve the conversion, and yeah, like, and in the back in the days there was a lot of hacks people using. Nowadays, I can tell you guys, the only companies who focus on outside marketing and outside traffic will definitely win. Do you, Jamie? Do you guys focus a lot on social media or other platforms?
Yeah, it's I think it's probably one of the biggest points out there that, previously you could kind of heavily focus within the Amazon ecosystem and really understand how to, people call it, black hat techniques or things to game the system. Amazon is always a little bit behind, right? They might be 2 years behind or 3 years, but over time they do catch up and they get smarter. And so a lot of those techniques disappear. And I personally think it's one of the reasons why I think it's like one of the best times to sell on Amazon right now and learn this stuff, because you can focus. I mean, I would say most people that sell on Amazon don't want to have to find a black hat way because they're not comfortable with it, right? They'd rather do something legitimate. And right now, Amazon, and some people may have seen the articles and all the things of accounts getting shut down, like the Chinese sellers, basically bad actors, which I think is really good for the platform because it gives you an advantage if you know how to focus on some, what I call it fundamentals, but it's kind of like, digital marketing techniques. So what you're talking about, outside traffic. So it's a huge focus for us because you can build, if you're really brand focused and you understand how to drive external traffic, in the area, I was going to talk a little about this, but I think it ties to this conversation, is what we really focus on now more so than we ever did, which is this idea of building a community around our brand. So we want to have a community, and an awesome way to do it for anyone out there is Facebook groups. And there's two ways. You can go into Facebook groups that are in, let's say it's a fitness product. You can go into a Facebook group. The group isn't about that product. The group is about the broader interests. And you can go in there and you can add value in a group, just like we do with Amazon, but you can add value about that stuff. And so get permission from the owner of the group to help potentially promote your product or promote your things. But a couple other things we do now is you can buy the group, right? So you'll go out there's lots of Facebook groups out there where people started them. They don't really like running them, but they've built maybe a couple thousand people in it around an interest. And you can go offer the admin of that group maybe a few $100s or something, potentially, maybe a little bit more, to potentially buy that group for them. And then you own that group. So we're just huge fans of community right now. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that on Instagram. You can do it through building your Facebook page, your email list, but the ability to have like some kind of list or community off of Amazon, right, gives us a massive advantage over our competitors that are just only focused on Amazon.
Yeah, like Jamie, what would be your like suggestion for people? Okay, here's the thing, like guys, I don't like we're not in a real studio, like where we can see your faces or but we can see your comments. If you can comment or ask any questions, we will be happy to answer them for you right now on the live while Jamie and me right here listening to you or watching, like you commenting, and you can guys listen the answers, because we can answer your questions online. What I was trying to say, like, look, some people they even shy, like by go to some groups, what would be your suggestion? Because they don't want to seems like a weirdo, like going to by the groups, like and commenting like, hey, buy my like dog CBD gummies, like or something, and make your dog high. So
yeah, no, I mean, a lot of times with the groups, ultimately, if you build your own community or group, like a lot of these things, you don't want to, like in social media, you don't want to say like, buy my stuff, or you want to just add value, right? So like, let's say you're doing a gardening product, right? You may have a community of people like, post your photos of your plant, this, that, and the other. And then periodically you build up some kind of excitement. Like, hey, we've got a new product we're excited about. We'd love for you guys to check it out. And then you provide an incentive for them. So one of the main strategies, sellers know about, we certainly teach it in our community, is about search, find, buy. But when instead of having to pay, for advertising, when we can leverage our own community to go to these guys and say, hey, we have a new product. Would you check it out? And then we give them specific directions in terms of, what keyword to search and how to go find it. It's a lot more powerful than when we're having to go and buy Facebook ads. We do both. We will buy traffic, whether it's Google or Facebook, but anytime you can have organic traffic, it could be in a Facebook group, it could be an email list. We can talk about, how you collect emails and so forth, but the ability to have people that are like your fans that are supporting you to go take action on something you need to and give them an incentive to do so is, what kind of moves the needle in a more cost efficient way than starting with cold traffic. Because, in the marketing world, anytime you're dealing with cold traffic, they don't know you, they don't trust you. It's going to be more expensive. They may not follow what you want them to do. But the more people get to know you, like if they, they know, then all right, yeah, we'll go check this out. We'd love to. I mean, it's awesome. They're going to get something a great deal. So that's that's what we mean by community.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And like for me, I came from Ukraine about like 9 years ago, and my English was so bad. So for me, it was always a struggle to write a nice copy or nice information, bullet points, or come up with like keywords. It was so complex. Give me a second. I will mute the Priscilla. Okay. And yeah, on the event in June, like that we're gonna have in like barely like couple weeks, we're gonna share with you amazing strategies how to become your own copywriter. You don't need to hire anyone. You will be improving your copies like in instant. Like even for me as a Ukrainian guy, that have no English, like you can hear my accent. You can hear like how properly I set up sentences, So I remember first time when I went to Amazon event, I pay a bunch of money and I couldn't understand 60% of what people were saying. But the only what I was doing, I was coming throughout the room and asking questions and questions and questions, and trying to find a way to make my business grow. By this time, I already was making about $500,000 a month on Amazon, but I was just continue focusing on that. Okay, so
wait, Dima, let me one quick question before, just to make sure we're clear, because I'm sure people heard you say your event. People, maybe we can just reset and we'll continue on. But can we just make clear when is your event? And maybe we can put some link. I mean, I know on the chat, just to your guys' site, because I'm going to go down to the event. I'm going to, or it's in Orlando, of course, just in a couple of weeks. I'm pumped about it. But yeah, maybe we just make sure people have it, because some people will have to jump in and jump out. I want to make sure everyone has just where to go.
Yeah. So sorry guys, I got so into the conversation with Jamie, because it's always awesome to hear from him some information. Okay guys, so in June 11 and 12, we're gonna have event in Orlando that called Rise. And on this event, guys, we're gonna share a lot of strategies that will work for you in 2021. And we're gonna have amazing speakers like Jamie. We're gonna have also webinar next week with one girl. She's doing incredible progress with working with the influencers, and she's gonna explain you step-by-step process of how she increased business by almost twice by working with influencers and spending like a little of money, but in a specific way. We're also gonna have another guys who will tell you how to improve conversions and your keyword research processes. We're also gonna present some new tools that we guys building for you internally in my company. This tool is not available yet. Nobody tried them yet, but we're gonna release them right at the event, and you're gonna have access to them, because sometimes when we release new tools, we limit them only to people who present on the live events. Also, we're gonna have another person who's gonna share with you how to grow your business by 30% by leveraging Amazon live videos. And I'm telling you, these guys will bring something that nobody experienced before: how to launch products with this strategy, how to improve diet products, how to improve existing business. Because right now you can see, and I don't know about you, but a lot of people confirming that their traffic, their sessions on Amazon dropping. And the reason why, because now Amazon getting so many different ways of getting traffic, not only from keywords. It used to be a thing that you have to rank your keywords all day long, and there's nothing you have to do more. Nowadays you have to perform on a different level. You have to build brand. Like you have to utilize other Amazon solutions like Amazon articles, Amazon live videos, ASIN targeting, display ads. There's so many ways to make more money on Amazon, and that's exactly what we're gonna talk on our event in June 11th and 12th in Orlando. I'm gonna drop the link about our event in our chat right now, so you guys can check it out. Give me just a second. We're also gonna have conference.com. That's our event, guys. that you guys gonna see. I dropped this link in our chat, so you can go and check it out. We're gonna have only limits for 50 people. So please, if you have time in June and you want to make more money with Amazon this year, you can sign up and come to us. It will be amazing. For 2 days, we're gonna share some knowledge. We're also gonna have a lot of fun. We reserve amazing restaurant for everybody. So only people for the event will be there. So you will have a lot of connections. And I can tell, like from my experience from visiting so many events, I was spending about $200,000 per year just on going to the events. That helped me to raise my knowledge and connections in the Amazon communities. And now, like if I have a problem, if I have any problems with my supply chain or something, I always pick up the phone and call my friends that used to be newbies in Amazon, and now they become powerful sellers. They become factory owners. They become transportation, logistic companies, and other services. So that's a good time to come and visit and meet these guys and get amazing connections. And we're gonna have also some cool attendees, Russian guys who will share with you guys some amazing techniques they're using to improve their businesses, legit strategies. So, okay.
Yeah, that's good. And how about the guys? I know we have more people on YouTube and on Facebook. If they're in here on Zoom, can we put the link in the chat there in Zoom?
Yeah. Oh, guys, this is going to be a live event. We're not gonna live event. It means it's not live. It's not online. It's event in person. We're not gonna have recordings. We're not gonna have a live stream. You know, there would be no way we're gonna share information that we're sharing on the event, because some techniques that we're gonna share on the event, they're so valuable. We don't want them to go too public, because the moment they're gonna go public, they're gonna stop working. You know, like, and that's very important part for us. It's to make sure information that we're sharing with the small groups of people, and that's the main part of the event.
Yeah, yep. Jessica says, pity, she's over in Australia. Can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere yet, but you will be able to go. Lots of Australians come over to the US for events, and so we'll look forward to seeing you. But in the chat here on Zoom, Dima, can you put the link for people for your event?
Yeah, on the chat and for Zoom, of course I can. That's
just because I know some of our people are in here, but you know what I'll also add about events, and again, obviously you guys, those that know me in the community here, we do a lot virtual here, but you know, to Dima's points, you know, some of my closest friends in the industry are people that I've met from at events, pretty much all from events, right? I mean, Dima, you and I met, of course, in events, and
what was racing cars? Do you remember?
That's right. That's right. I thought I was be a better driver than I was. I thought I was faster. And you know, our friend David Cups, who's good friends with Dima and I mean, you meet so many people, but you also end up, there's some people you kind of really resonate with. And, you know, Dima was one of the featured speakers at the event we're at. And then he ended up coming to Atlanta. And then I went down to Miami recently to hang out with Dima, and David's another really successful seller. So you kind of gravitate, you know, to the opportunity to go out and come to an event. That's why when Dima told me about his event coming up, I was like, actually, I was supposed to be in Baltimore. I canceled my flight. I'm like, I'll be with Dima, because as a matter of fact, the first time I met Dima, this is how smart I am. When I met Dima first, he was the last speaker of the event. And when I come to events, I come in late and I leave early. Like I only come in boom, boom, because I don't spend a lot of time. I just want to because, you know, we're pretty busy, but Dima was the last speaker. And after I met him for like a day, I was like, I want to stick around and see this guy speak. And so I changed my flight to a different airline, to some crappy airline, because there's no other flights. But just so I could make sure I could see Dima speak, and it was definitely worth it. So, you know, those are the type of things in entrepreneurship, when you get around people and you see things you want, and it's obviously for everyone, it's been hard to do that. So obviously we do stuff online, and we're going to share plenty more here in the community, both our AMZ Insiders community and Dima, all the cool stuff that he's doing. But if you can make this event, you know, I would love to meet you guys in person, and people in our community, or people in that I don't know as well.
Awesome, Jamie. So yeah, guys, we would love to see you also, but here's the thing. I would like to share one more last thing that I was planning to give you as an idea, because soon right now it's a Prime Day coming, you know, like then Q4 coming, and sometimes guys you have problems with the cash flow, because look, the reason why I'm saying about this, of course, like we're expecting shiny and promising businesses, but I can tell you, physical business of the products, it's a product of a cycle of productions. And if you want to increase your business twice, before you want to increase your business twice, you have to increase the amount of inventory, because you have to sell something to people. So, and you know, like I'm even if I'm making a ton of money, I'm still facing the same problems as you do, guys. I'm still coming to the office every day, grinding on my listing improvements and conversion improvements and product launches and so on decisions. So and the one thing that I don't want you guys to feel kind of distracted is by your financial growth, because when you're growing like your inventory, if your margins is not doubled every time, you will feel a bit of pressure, you know, like from buying new invoice. Sometimes you don't sell your inventory yet, but you need to buy a new batch of it again. So I was thinking to discuss a bit about financial and where you can get money to continue moving your business, especially if you live in USA. So for me, one of the biggest savers was Amazon lendings. And when Amazon loan you money directly, Amazon Capital program, but sometimes you don't have access to it yet because you relatively new. And going with the other guys like Blue Vine or Cabbage, their interest rate are crazy. But if you know how to turn your money faster, then you can go with these guys. There's also a couple companies like Fundera and Lending Tree. These guys, it's brokers. I have no affiliation with them. I was just their regular user. So these guys helped me a lot to find different lines of cash back in the days, and it helps me a lot. There's another cool system. It's called Plastic, Plastiq. I can type right now in the chat, and I also I will explain you how it works. The Plastic. Plastic, it's a program that help you to to charge your money on a credit card, which means it's if you have a credit card, you know, like you cannot and your supplier doesn't want to take the money from the credit card payments, you can always use the Plastic and send them wire transfer through the Plastic system, and the Plastic will charge you 2.5%. Especially another cool part, look, sometimes you're negotiating with your supplier and you don't know how to drop prices when you buy an inventory. So let's say sometimes when you come to the supplier and say, hey, if I'm going to pay you all the money up front, you know, how much discount you can give me? So let's say your supplier doesn't give you any terms. He wants all money up front, or he wants 30% down payment, 70% after production finish. And this 70% becoming a problem for you because you don't have enough money to pay off for the second batch or third batch of production. So the Plastic will help you. If you have a credit card, you can always go with them, and then you can negotiate with the supplier. If you pay all the money upfront, sometimes they can give you 1%, 2%, or 3% discount. So this money, these fees that Plastic charge you, you can easily waive it by proper negotiation, because for suppliers, give you a discount on the invoice 1% or 10 or 2% doesn't seem a lot, you know, but they can do it for you. So this is how we was kind of improving our cash flow processes. And if you live in USA and you can apply for Chase Visa card, they have Chase, I think Chase cashback. These credit cards give you 18 months, now I think 15 months interest free charges, which means for 15 months, you don't need to pay any interest. It's kind of free money sitting there. And usually these cards gives you about $25,000, and that will help you. Like $25,000 is more than enough to launch one solid product or like couple like smaller ideas. And these products can give you a good, depends of course how you choose the products, but still that's enough to continue going. And that's was one of my financial saving process back in the days when I was trying to improve my cash flows. How about you, Jamie? When you were starting Amazon, how was the difficulty with the cash flow going?
Yeah, it was a little tricky. It's not a great comparison because back then the margins were really good. So we generated a lot of cash. We did myself and partners, we did put in it's about $100,000 each into the business, our own. So once we understood the size of the opportunity, because we knew this was going to be a multi 7-figure, 8-figure business pretty quick. So a little different there. I mean, obviously when you get more experience with your suppliers, you get more ability to leverage in terms of getting terms with your suppliers. So, essentially what we do is, once our suppliers can see that, as we grow, they grow, that they'll give us better terms, in terms of when we actually need to pay them. So it's a little bit like an accounts receivable, or an accounts receivable for them, an accounts payable, where they don't charge us for the inventory right away so we've got a window to be able to turn that capital. I mean, it all ties together, and Amazon right now more than ever really wants you, really almost forces you or requires you to be able to do that, to get your inventory, get it in and get it out, which is good because what you're talking about, it's all about like a return on your capital, whether it's tied up on a credit card, whether it's tied up in inventory. At the end of the day, you need to sell it for your profit, get that money, and then be smart on how you reinvest it, to keep that cash flow going. So, but I've done some other side brands, like those cabbage loans. I don't really even view them as loans. I almost view them as like cash flow tools, right? Because like you said, they're like ridiculously expensive. So, and they have like short term. So you have to pay back a big cash amounts every month, right? You might have like a 12-month term, right? So it's like, you need to know what you're doing if you're going to take those type of things, because it's not like it's a 4-year term or whatever. So, you need to be smart with those tools.
You know what? You're absolutely right, because I remember my first loan from Cabbage. I took, I think, $6,500. I launched 3 products, and I burned everything. So the product didn't pick up. And then I always love to say, it's not that difficult to start from zero. It's you have to be way more creative when you start with a debt, and you have to be like, and listen, what I like, look, sometimes people, when they come to the events, they say, hey, how many experienced sellers are going to be, how many newbies, what's the percentages? And you know what I find out? Sometimes I get in more information and more ideas from people who just getting started than from highly advanced sellers. And the reason why, because these guys, they has limitations, financial knowledge, whatever, so they come up with such a creative ways of building their business brand, rankings. They like, sometimes you listen to them, they're like, where you get these ideas from? And he said, like, you know what, since I didn't have money, I have to come up with the articles that will attract people, and they're gonna share and they split. And there's like, wow, like you just like taking these ideas, you coming back home and you feel like, first of all, after events like this, you come in so energized. You feel like you can move the mountains. And that was one of the reasons why I was going, when I was just starting Amazon business, I was going almost every month to the events. I just love to be on the events. And then I start to speak at the events, and it just like become a part of entire ecosystem. So that's how we met with the Jamie as well.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, I know, because we're on different platforms. One, of course, you guys can reach out to Dima. He put some links, therise.conference.com. Anyone, whether you're in my community, anyone you can also just direct message me on Facebook and or Instagram. I'm in Instagram at jamiedavidson.official. If you guys reach out to me in any way, I will get you the link as well too, to make sure if you guys want to show up again. I'm excited for it. And I just think, of course, the world's been crazy, so we haven't been able to go to events. And so I know, Dima, you've been doing some of your meetups, right? You did you in one in Florida, you did one in California, right? How'd that go?
Yeah, it was amazing. We have about like 40 people coming in Los Angeles. We got 20 people. We're also placing another one in New York. So we're going to do this announcement as well. And but what I want to say about upcoming event, guys, on the event, I'm going to share with you some like real secrets. Like, I'm going to share with you some technologies that we internally developed for our team, because we have also software. It's called Sellerise. We're going to share with you something, and it's going to be available only for those who will be at the event. Even if you guys like learn from the event, and we're going to give you specific ideas. I cannot tell you what exactly it's going to be, because I don't want people to start killing my inbox. But at this event, we're gonna give you something that will help you to rank products in no time. It's just like and it's absolutely legit system. It's not like some Russian Ukrainian black hat strategy. No, it's not. Like, don't expect this. We're gonna give you a real strategy that will help you to get on the top, and it's only for those who will be at the event. Even if you guys will try to share with the friends and they're gonna contact them and say, hey, we have a Sellerise account, we want to enable this feature for us. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to do this. We only want to do this for the limited amount of people and to make sure the system continue working for everybody in the group. So please check the link, make sure the dates is open for you. If not, change your plans. If your wife is due in that days, take your wife with you. She can deliver right on the event. And we're gonna help you. I'm a veterinarian. I was studying 9 years to be a doctor, so I can take care of it. So I promise you guys, there will be at the event, there will be amazing energy, there will be amazing information. You will feel so well connected on the event. So please come join us, rise-conference.com. We have a limited amount of seats, and we will keep continue doing this small webinars. Next week, we're going to have another girl. She's going to share with you some ideas about how to build brand outside of Amazon and how to grow your community. So it will unleash your power, and you will sleep better because you will have more control outside of Amazon business. And this is exactly what people talking nowadays, because Amazon kind of squeezing a bit. And also we're planning on the event to share with you some ideas, guys, how to, I will give you like something, like that will allow you to remove your problems with the inventory limits. So something we're going to share on the event that will be like, but as I said to you guys, this is information will be exclusively available for people at the event personally. So I'm glad to see everybody. So we already like more than 30 minutes over here. Jamie, it was always nice to talk to you. We can talk for hours.
No, I know. I wanted to talk. Olga was asking what products will be big in 2021. We got to at least take 30 seconds on this.
I can definitely say it's not going to be a spinner fidgets.
But Dima, some people may not can't appreciate your humor, but no, that's funny. Definitely no fidget spinners. But one quick thing I will tell people for 2021 is, and we never really focus short term on products because we're going to build a brand, but there's a lot of things that have been struggling that are now really hot. So some of the things that really struggled last year were things like travel, accessories. Think about travel. Everything died on travel, but now some of that stuff is going to be, is heating back up. So there's a lot of things. If you just want to think about things that were struggling last year during the pandemic, some people that were selling those stopped selling those products or got out of it. So there's a lot of opportunity there. But of course, again, I'm a believer in building brands, but certainly I would just be a contrarian. Look at the things that struggled this past year, and you can get, potentially early on that. Just because I saw Olga ask that question, and a few.
Jamie, the one I tried to add also to this information. When I just started to sell on e-commerce, I was always trying to get this like kind of new idea, catch this wave on going up and like trends. Throughout these years, I find out that focusing because I launched a lot of consumable products that people consume on a monthly basis. And that's exactly that gives me stability, because this is something that people cannot stop using. And when I'm talking about consumable products, people mostly thinking about like supplements and beauty products, which is go far outside of this small box thinking category. There's a tons of products like arts and crafts, industrial products. There's a lot of products in gardening, in pool, in seasonality. There's so many products. So my personal opinion, guys, it's just spend a bit of time, find consumable products that will be interesting for the specific niche. Try to find ideas to improve it. And then, believe me or not, building a brand, like Jamie's saying, around the consumable product, guarantee will give you success. Maybe you will not become a billionaire, but I guarantee you're gonna make a solid financial freedom that I can consider as a success running your own company. So that's kind of my observation for this throughout this. Look and read the book. There's an amazing book. It's called psychology of money.
Hmm.
I can show right now this on. I think I have a screenshot of this book right now. So I listened this on Audible. So I just recently listened this on the Audible. Look at that, the psychology of money.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna see. I pull out my notes, guys, whenever I hear something good.
Listen, this book will blow your mind. It's like it's actually changed a bit of like, because throughout, like, every person has a different mentality of money. Oh, look, okay, we're out of our time, guys. I hope to see you again on our next webinars, and I can talk for hours because I love to do this. I like to share some knowledge and ideas with you, and I also love, guys, because only with you I love to hear your feedback. If you guys have any ideas how to improve business, or you see something that's coming, like, please always don't be shy. Reach out to me, reach out to Jamie. Let's mastermind. Let's work on ideas. Let's improve our own business. If you feel like some ideas is too sensitive to share, don't worry. Like, just contact us. We can work with you together, and we promise these ideas will always stay inside our conversations if you feel that way. And this will help you and us to grow together, because the only ultimate goal for us, for my Amazon business and for your business as well, it's to grow, to make more money, to have better exits, to be more financially stable and more financially free.
Awesome. Lastly, I'll say, again, to make it simple, if, like Dima said, you can reach out to Dima. If anyone, you can just message me the word Amazon, because I get tons of messages. Then I'll know, okay, this is someone who needs help from this from here, and I'll make sure we get info, whether it's the event or you just want help with your business.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming to the event or to our webinar. Sorry for technical problems at the beginning, but I hope to see every one of you on our event in Orlando in June 11 and 12. Guys, have a good luck. Bye.
All right.